Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Matt from danceable, coming at you with another album review. And today we're checking out the band 18 Fevers with the album Death Punk Disco. And a little background on 18 Fevers is they're from Seoul, South Korea. They play a fusion of punk, hardcore, death, a little bit of death metal in it with some pop tunes to it. It's a mix of both Koreans and non-Korean members in the band. So it has they have a very, I want to say, rich history and rich influence in terms of making their music. Um, Both coming from the sides of like Korean punk, American punk, and mixing it all together. And with that being said, I feel like these guys, they always put on a good show. Every time I check them out, had a lot of high energy, very positive people, very fun people to be around with. So I wasn't too surprised when I listened to this album that overall I was gonna like it pretty well. And it's a pretty good album, I would say. With that out the way, I want to dive in a little bit and dissect each song a little bit and come check it out. This album is the song Save Your Venny, Save Your Venny, Save Your Venom. It has like a large, like overall poppy sounding sound to the overall song, I think. The beginning of the song is very tight in terms of the guitar playing and the drums and like everyone playing very well together. But as the song goes along, it's a very loud song, so the guitars get mic'd up really high, I think, and come off a little strong. But they do really sound good with like I wanted to say like the stringiness. I don't know if that's a proper term or not, but just the way the guitars sound with the mic up, it does sound really loud, but it does sound good at the same time for what kind of style of music they're playing. The drums are playing really good, and then like midway through the song, they roll into like a groovy, punky vibe. Bass is very laid very well in the mix. You can hear it very nice. Vocals are high and squeaky and go really well with the music. And then there's like a pretty cool, interesting breakdown in the middle towards the end of the song. Kind of gives me like creepy vibes. Overall, it has a very quite mesmerizing sound to the song. Hey guys. Then we have the song Nothing Helps. They add like a megaphone effect to the vocals, which are kind of cool here. And the other like backing vocals are mic'd up really nice. Again, the bass is very noticeable. I think that's one thing you're gonna notice throughout this album is the bass. Nice guitar solos and riffs on this track. I get some like Green Day vibes a little bit, like light Green Day vibes. But I guess they're both kind of in the punk scene, so there might be some crossover. The crash cymbal added some nice texture to the song and everything. Um, Overall, the song structure is really good and it's a very solid song. Then we have the song Gatekeeper, which has from the get-go, it's very fast and chaotic punk song, right? When you like the song starts. And the lead vocalist, Christmas, her vocals sound very, very, I want to say like smoky and cool here, the way she's like kind of like low speaking into the mic and everything. She sounds really, really like on point here. The chorus is very catchy with the mix of the guitars and everything. But I will say the guitars are a little bit loud, kind of drowns out the rest of the chorus at times. But it is a very hooky chorus, hooks for days. Nice bass solo. Again, the bass very prominent in this band. It's a very, very punk song, and you can't help but like smile a little bit at the tongue-in-cheek lyrics. Then we're going into the next song, Never Fall. It's a very like tough sounding track. Drums are a bit looser on this song and in the mix, so it kind of feels a little like janky at first. Again, Christmas sounds really good here. Uh, the mixing on this track for the most part is pretty well balanced and everything in terms of like giving the guitar, bass some time to shine and everything, and just sounding really good. This is the easiest sounding song. I think like it's nothing too bad, it's nothing too good. It's kind of generic, but it's still got some umphness to it. But I would say it's like one of their safer songs, it feels like. But as I wrote my notes about that, like the song kicks into like a full like overdrive, and it's like, oh, this song actually goes pretty hard. So I was misled on this song a little bit. Capping off this album, we have the song Let Me Live. Before the song starts, I felt like the instruments were like swelling up to build up the song a bit, and then as soon as that's done, they go right into the song. And there's like a nice fat bass solo that's like really good and very like, it just screams punk to me. The chorus with Christmas vocals and everything, they're very, very, very catchy. That was like I was instantly hooked on this song when I heard it. And again, the bass is just, they got a nice another bass solo in it. They're just like, after the vocals, possibly maybe the bass might be the most prominent thing where I'm like, this is like the best part of this album is the bass or the vocals. Uh, Christmas sounds the best throughout the whole album on this track. Like, I feel like there's a lot of pent up aggression and anger from all the members that really got let loose on this song. It's very groovy. It's a good song, and like I said, the chorus is really catchy. So I want to play a little clip of this song, "Let Me Live."
Why won't you just let me live? You cannot tell me where I can or cannot belong. Fuck this fucked up society and fuck this country.
It's a pretty catchy ass song. Yeah, so that was my review of Death Punk Disco from the band 18 Fevers. Very, very, very overall catchy album. Like, if you like poppy, like it's like my pop punk, but it's like punk that has pop elements to it, I think. Very groovy, very catchy, very all like, they got hooks for days, like I said earlier. Like, it's quite mesmerizing album. Like, I've seen them live a bunch of times. Not saying they have local energy or anything, but they're like, it's the scene out here in Korea is really small, so it's just another friend's band and everything. And seeing them live is very different from hearing them recorded. Unrecorded, they sound really, really good, or that like they invested a lot of money into themselves, which you can tell in the production and the quality of the mixing and sounding. They write really well, good riffs, catchy lyrics, catchy choruses, fun, groovy drum parts. It's overall a very fun experience with this album. Short, tight, and like nothing really felt, I don't say nothing felt wasted. If anything, things might have been a little bit long at times, but I can get past that because like it's just well written. And I think this album is it's a pretty good hit for the 2023 in terms of like non-big artists that are pretty noticeable, I think. I really enjoyed this album. Yeah, that's all I can say. With that being said, I would give this album a nice strong 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, so that is my review. Check out the band 18 Fevers, links down below. Thanks for coming by. For anyone who's watching, I really appreciate you, and I will see you guys later.